Do you want to be more positive, have more self-love, build your confidence, and achieve your goals more easily? AI has made it easy to rewire your brain so you can have these attributes every single day. In this video, I'll show you how I use AI to rewire my brain to get all this and more. Let's get into it. So before we can learn how to rewire our brain with AI, first we should look at how it was historically done, because it'll help us understand the most effective way to do it. Traditionally, to rewire your brain required pretty extreme interventions. One of the more popular techniques to rewire your brain was a tool in psychology called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT for short. CBT involves identifying when you have unfavorable behaviors or thoughts, and then trying to catch yourself or interrupt the pattern, and then replace that behavior or thought with a more favorable one. You repeatedly do this over and over, and if you stick with it over several months, eventually the new habit will fully replace the old one. It requires extensive effort and extensive time because you have to actively catch yourself every time the behavior happens and choose to reframe it. It's not an easy thing to do, and in most cases people fail and fall back on older, more established behaviors. So CBT obviously takes a lot of time and has a high failure rate, so people often find themselves looking elsewhere for solutions to change their behavior. Psychedelics have gained a lot of popularity recently, and they're on the opposite end of the spectrum. They're extremely quick acting, but while not only illegal in some jurisdictions, often disruptive to the entire brain. They increase an ability for someone to see things in a different perspective while on the psychedelic, which allows someone to more easily build a new but weak neural pathway. The problem is, because these new neural pathways are very weak, they need to be solidified through lots of repetition to become routine behaviors. And as we discussed earlier, it can be very difficult to consistently do the repetitions over time. In addition, you have the risk of changing behavioral patterns you didn't intend to because you're very, very, very impressionable while on the psychedelic. There are a lot of new studies and professionals trying to control the environment to manipulate the trip so as to only change the things you intended on, but the fact still remains. You would need to continue regularly practicing the new behavior to solidify it, and as we know, old habits die hard. Now, there is something much more popular than both of these, and it has an even higher success rate. It's called affirmations. You've heard the common quote, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." We are incredibly affected by our external environment. Ever feel like you have less energy on a gloomier day? Ever been around excited people that excite you? These are all influences from your external environment. It is the everyday hypnosis that goes on throughout our daily lives. Unfortunately, we aren't entirely in control of our external environment. There are people you might have to interact with at home or at work. There's types of media, such as social media, TV, etc., that might have messaging we don't want to replicate. I mean, even when we go to the grocery store, people will act and say things that can affect our brain. And the worst part is that in most cases, we aren't even aware of what's going on. There is a famous video about subconscious influence. You can find it on YouTube if you search for Derren Brown Subliminal Advertising. I'll link it in the description down below. In this video, Derren Brown invites 2 world-class advertising executives to design a brand identity, logo, and slogan for a fictional taxidermy business. Before the advertising executives arrive at the meeting, Derren takes them on a carefully choreographed taxi ride through London. Along the route, they look out the window and are unknowingly exposed to specific visual cues. A picture of a bear, a harp in a shop window, pedestrians wearing shirts with zoo gates on them, and a chalkboard drawing of angel wings. When these world-class advertising executives sit down and brainstorm, they end up designing a logo featuring a bear with angel wings, playing on a harp on a cloud, along with the slogan, "Animal Heaven." All the things they subtly saw on the way over. Derren then reveals a large poster he had designed and had hidden in the room before they showed up. It perfectly matches their original drawing. He had predicted exactly how they would behave based on the external stimulus they received. Whether or not this was a true exercise in mental impression, we'll never know. But the truth still remains. Environments affect us, and you need only to spend some time around a negative friend to feel their impact on you. Affirmations create our desired external environment for as long as we recite them. We can tell ourselves to be more positive, to have more confidence, how great we are, or that we can achieve all our goals we set out to. Hearing this enough makes us start to think this way, and with enough repetitions over time, usually months, eventually it gets so strongly internalized we truly start to think this way. The problem is it requires an extreme amount of discipline to recite affirmations for every day, for months, while everything else that's going on with life. So what some people will do is they'll try to shortcut this. They'll listen to positive affirmations on audio while they're driving or during other activities. It can definitely help, but ultimately, they're vague affirmations, not written in a way that speaks directly to us, so it still can take months to be effective. The other problem is we can't customize the affirmation to be exactly what we want to internalize. In the past, I've recorded myself saying specific affirmations and actually combined it with theta tones as the background music. These theta tones help introduce relaxation and help the affirmation land more effectively. It worked great, but it took a lot of time, effort to both record, merge it with the music, and then transfer it to the device. And as I like my affirmation to be as specific as possible, and my goals are often changing, I have to spend the time re-recording the new affirmation, merging the music again, and then transferring it to my device again. It was a massive pain. Enter artificial intelligence. For the first time in history, there is an incredibly easy and quick solution to rewiring your brain. One of the most popular AI apps nowadays is an app on your phone called Suno, S-U-N-O. Suno allows you to make your own music to your own lyrics in seconds. It's absolutely free to use and the results are incredible. Give it a listen.
We're sailing straight into the fire. Level up, take me higher. Got that heat, got that soul. In the mouth of a volcano.
These songs were made in seconds. It's so easy, your grandma could do it. Let me show you how and what this means for your affirmations. First, we need to decide what we want to program in our brain. Do you have personality traits you'd like to have, such as positivity, confidence, or self-love? Are there specific goals you'd like to meet, such as a promotion at work, specific financial goals, or even weight loss or exercise goals? Write them all down somewhere, or if you're not sure what you'd like to rewire your brain to, you can use your favorite AI, such as Google Gemini, to suggest some affirmations for you. What I would do is I would tell the AI the goals I have and personality traits I want and ask it to create some affirmations for me. These affirmations are going to be your song lyric. Next, download the Suno app, S-U-N-O, or if you prefer to do it on your computer, go to suno.com, make an account, and click the music button at the bottom center or the create button on your desktop. Hit the tab at the top that says custom, and then under lyrics, type or paste your affirmations. Copy and paste the same lyrics a couple of times so your song has some decent length. For me, my song lyrics are going to be, I am confident I can build a successful YouTube channel because I know I can provide interesting perspectives and value to my audience. I know if I work hard and focus on creating interesting and valuable content, we will continue to grow to hit our goal of 1 million subscribers. AI is indisputably the most transformative technology in history, and I am excited to help people learn ways they can use AI to improve their lives. And then I'll copy and paste that 5 times into the lyrics box. Next, below lyrics is styles. Now, I usually like to listen to my affirmations at the gym or when I'm driving, and like to have high energy music. So I'm going to tell Suno that the style I want, upbeat, intense, adrenaline workout music. But if you're more into rock music, hip hop, EDM, country, whatever, feel free to tell it exactly what kind of music you like and be specific. Then hit create. AI is transformative. You can make images better than the best graphic designers in the world. You can make videos that will require tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars in production budgets. And you can analyze thousands of medical research papers in minutes for possible answers to your questions. This is just the beginning. This is the worst and the dumbest these models will ever be. It's rapid improvement from here. Our mission here is to keep AI simple and explain the specific real-world ways you can use AI to improve your life. If you'd like to join us, hit like and subscribe and help us reach our goal of 1 million subscribers. Thank you.